We were in a liquor store in Gulf Shores, Alabama, buying a bunch of champagne, right?
This dude's gonna find us and hit us up. We're gonna, if we keep telling this story. It's this dude came through and we were buying liquor and he just like, he was in his mid 40s or something. He just said something
I
like,
remember back in the days of Pain and Cane. Woo! And then it's like, stuck with. Yeah.
I was like, damn, I love those things. No. I was like, damn, you love those things. But no, it's been really, really cool. But yeah, that's kind of how it came about.
A lot of the songs are inspired by just things that happen around us in everyday life.
What happened was, I guess radio stations can make clean versions regardless of...
They're making their own bootlegs.
They can make so like, we heard that a radio station in Las Vegas did that, so it's kind of like at that point it was, all right, we'll just do one ourselves in the studio with the actual, Pro Tool session. So we did it and we thought about like how we could be creative with it, and at the end of the day we're just like, let's bleep out as little of the word as possible so people know what we're saying rather than being like putting in like flutes or like a scream for the... we didn't want to change the
alternative lyrics or something like that.
But it's cool that it's getting played on the radio. We're really, really stoked. Every band needs like that. They need a song to open up people's ears to the rest of their catalog. The only time lyrics come in my head is when I'm drunk on an airplane. I don't really know.
Dude, we're both linked up on the
Man, I write them on this
like
this
iPhone notepad, and the musings that will come through on that iPhone notepad in the wee hours of the morning are amazing.
I want to make a whole album like dedicated to strawberries.
You've got a leg dedicated to strawberries at this point.
Me for sure. My mom played music really loud in the car and it was always radio. She never had CDs or whatever they would. So she'd listen to like Alanis Morissette. I remember hearing, she listened to a lot of Michael Bolton. She loves Spice Girls. I remember she bought me the Hanson Mbop single, and I loved that so much. And I wanted to braid my hair like the drummer. That was a thing.
Nice. I didn't even know that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, but that's definitely stands out. I remember seeing my mom's suntan goggles, those little things so that they don't, and listening to Spice Girls and stuff in her car really loud. And sometimes she'd be embarrassed
because was the first CD I ever bought.
Which is badass.
Ever bought at a Barnes and Nobles.
So you probably paid like $18.99 for it.
Yeah.
That's
badass.
badass.
And I was stoked about it.
That's cool.
Of course, when you were growing up, it was cool to be like, no, I don't listen to the pop stuff. I listen to some obscure band off of MySpace, But going back and thinking about it, the biggest influences was the music that we were hearing all over the place and, subconsciously bobbing your head to and really enjoying. And it's what we grew up with.
I want to say, for like, the thing that's been really, really cool about the thing that I just want to say before we talk about weird stuff, the thing that's been really, really cool about the shows and like the way it feels when you're at a show, I think, and the way I feel on stage coming from the crowd, is just like, we don't try to present ourselves as like cool guys. So when people come to the shows, there's not like this overly cool vibe where people can't, like a stuffy vibe where you can't have a good time. So it's been really, really cool to see people just kind of lose their like, be like, yeah! They're not worried about if they suck at dancing or if they're the best, like, they just want to let go and have a good time. So that's been a really common theme throughout all of the shows we've been playing.
Yeah, that is...
Really, I'm really grateful for it.
Really cool. And then watching it, like, bridge the age gap and everything.
Yeah, it's awesome seeing different...
fathers and sons come to shows and, like, rage together and get really drunk together. It's awesome.
So badass.
So awesome.
People that say they meet and like, we've had people that are like, yo, we met at your show a year ago and we're dating now for a year.
Getting married and stuff.
Some dude hit me up and said he had a threesome from last night. Like,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got it. He's like, yo, thanks for the show, man. I saw him making out with a girl. I didn't know he had two girls. But yeah. So I mean, dude, in all aspects, bringing people together. It's been pretty cool. But yeah, with that being said, going from the threesome, segueing into what's the weirdest thing that happens at shows, I mean, anything, there's so many things. The whole concept of tour is weird. And it all just kind of blurs into one big weird thing. And the stuff that happens is
We got our faces tattooed on someone's butt cheeks the other day. It's...
Yeah, stuff like that.
We're considering
like,
that normal.
Like, yeah, that's a funny thing. But to most people, like, no one even consider getting two dudes' faces tattooed on each one of their butt cheeks. I mean, it's just a weird concept. But to our world right now that we currently live in, we're like, good one, man.
Well, it'd be weird if we were both on the same cheek, but we each have our own cheek, so it's not that weird.
Yeah, we're not contending for cheek space.
We've had a chiropractor that's been coming out to our shows to help us out.
Plug him.
Dr. Charlie Katz, musician's physician. But yeah, he's been like helping us out and working us out before the shows and stuff, and it really helps a lot. Actually, it's kind of crazy.
I'm squeamish to popping backs and stuff, but when I get over that,
I'm so about that. Yeah,
it makes me feel weird.
He does this one thing with your arms that like, I don't know.
Yeah, the arm thing is good.
The arm thing's crazy.
He like, I don't know. It's like the energy. There's energy flowing in.
I don't know what he does. It's like some voodoo stuff.